Hey, hunters, welcome back to the Zach and Beats podcast. It's episode 49, and we have a great show for you this week. Of course, the architect himself is here. What's up, Zach?
Hey, how's it going? Can't believe it's 49.
Yeah, 49. We're getting up there, man. Well, we're back with our usual discussions about the latest in all things Coin Hunt World. We're going to get to all of our normal segments, review the winners of the August leaderboards, and say hello to our special guest this week. But first, we need to explain why you'll want to listen to episode 50. And Zach, I'm kind of explaining a little bit of this to you as we go. So feel free to poke some holes in this and ask some questions as we go.
Absolutely.
Because, yes, we want to make sure everybody understands this. Because next week is the Zach and Beats 50th episode trivia game show that will be live on YouTube. And that we're talking Monday, September 12th. And two hunters are going to go head-to-head for the chance to win a new Google Pixel 6a. Better than my phone, I might add.
Yeah, but as long as that walking works, right?
Yes. As long as the walking works, that's all I care about. No disconnections. But I hear that the Pixel 6a works well too. So if your phone has not been working lately, and maybe you filled out one of those phone surveys that's been going around, you've actually maybe unknowingly entered into this contest. So
wait. There's a phone survey?
There is a phone survey that's been going around. The Wiki team has been kind of
Where do I find the phone survey?
That's a good question.
Would it be on that? Would the Zach and Beats Twitter have posted about it?
You know what? I don't think we did. I think it was more of a wiki thing.
It was a wiki thing?
Thing's been bouncing around.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Marlon was asking, just trying to well, number one, it started off as gathering information for the devs of just kind of like a general, like how many phones aren't really tracking here and how many are tracking. So, because they're piecing this together little by little as phones are mentioned here. So,
okay.
On one side,
so if I'm an interested player, I should go find this survey on the wiki, take that survey.
So, yeah, and I'm going to say that by the time we're recording this, there is probably already a large enough pool of people that two people may just kind of be chosen. And we're doing this two-person head-to-head thing because just of how we kind of basically have this format to work with, and we can't really do what we're trying to base it around is kind of a QB Air kind of trivia gauntlet, but we can't do that with kind of like one person, as I was thinking maybe like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire type of thing, but that's just not going to work for what we have to work with. So we think a two-hunter kind of, one person gets the question, the other person can steal if they don't know, that kind of thing is the format we're going to have to go with. So stay tuned for more about that. If you do find the survey or if you can
we'll retweet it.
Yeah, let's do all that.
Yeah.
That sounds good. But yeah, time is ticking.
So 200s are going head-to-head. Do we know yet how they're going to be picked?
We don't, except for there will be two people who, number one, have a phone that does not work well with Coin Hunt World, preferably doesn't even run Coin Hunt World. That's going to be a tough task right there to find people that we know of that maybe their phone now, because of upgrades and things like that, now doesn't run Coin Hunt World. Something like that. But it has been mentioned that there's several people that can't do it. So those are the people we're looking for. We're looking to help those players out.
Oh, cool.
So one thing is your phone has to be kind of, on that going out of style kind of side. And two, you have to be a fan of the Zach and Beats podcast because all of this trivia is going to be Zach and Beats related.
So you have to dislike people like IT Guy.
Well, I will say that listening to our podcast for the next week is going to help you ever so slightly more than listening to IT Guy if you're going to be in this contest anyway.
So,
and if your name is picked, and we're going to have to put it in the Discord at some point, in big bold letters, the two people that are picked and are ready to go for this, your job is to probably know as much as you can about our earlier podcasts.
Right. So who was so generous to? Or is there, who's giving this phone out? Is it me or is it you or is it somebody else that's very generous? Or are we just going to skip that part for now?
Let's skip it for now, and then maybe we'll do a big reveal next week. How about that?
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
All right, cool. So yeah, check out the Zach and Beats at Twitter, and we'll go from there. So cool. All right, I'll say that now, and I'm going to say it one more time towards the end, and maybe our guest will even have questions about it. I don't know. So let's get to our guest. If you're in the Discord, you've noticed that a lot of players have started to contribute more to the entertainment value of the community, and a lot of players have a custom QB. Well, today we have someone who now does both. It's everyone's favorite ear of corn, Harris. Harris, how are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
No problem. We're happy to have you. You're an up-and-comer.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, of course, we're going to talk to you about the entertainment you have been providing lately. But first, we just want to get all the stuff out of the way. I want to say the word accolades. We would need to hear where you're from, when did you start, how'd you hear about Coin Hunt World, all the good stuff.
Well, I'm actually getting pretty close to my 1-year anniversary playing. I started either late September or very beginning of October last year, so it's been a wild ride so far. I'm from Nebraska, so there's that. Not a super competitive leaderboard, so top
So
three
you're the queen of Nebraska.
almost. But
No?
yeah. So
You're not number one?
Most Spinach is my main competition every month.
Ah, okay.
I'm fighting it out for number one. But
Is most Spinach is in Nebraska and not like border hopping or something?
nope, he's in Lincoln. So he has like tons of alts, and I have my, 20. So it's just walk every day for me, basically.
Oh, nice. I was in Omaha last week because it's outside of Kansas City. It has the two closest yellows. So I put a few referral stickers out there. I probably won't get anything, but just saying. I was like, I feel like Omaha should be more Coin Hunt World hopping since there are a few vaults out there. That's it though.
There's a few little pockets of like user vaults, but they are not organized. They're not in the Discord. Like,
right.
We don't know who they are even, really. There's one player I know of that's actually in the Discord that's from Omaha, and everyone else is just kind of doing their own thing up there.
Wow. So you're not from Omaha or Lincoln. You're a child of the corn out there.
Teeny little town, under 500 people.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. Wow.
That might qualify for like the smallest Coin Hunt World town.
It is not, because I have a referral out here that's under 200 people.
Oh man, do they have like one stop sign and then that's about it?
There's a bar. That's it. That's the only business in town.
There's no Dollar General or Dollar Tree or
do something for the rest. I don't know. Put them somewhere else.
Yeah.
So really, this Coin Hunt World is perfect for Nebraska because you can do this anywhere. So if people would play the game, they would give them something to do.
I don't know if one player can fill out a town of 200 people though, because I don't know if there's enough businesses.
Well, you need all 200 people to play.
Absolutely not. He's like, I can't get anything approved here. So he's just like going town over and trying to put stuff, going to the town he works at, putting stuff there. So
is there a park or anything?
There is, oddly enough, he couldn't get a vault approved in it. It's not on maps, I think, is the problem. Like, it's not designated a park.
Mm-hmm. If there's any sign there, I think I heard, I don't know, it was Xavier take a picture of the sign? Say that again, sorry.
It's just a little grassy spot with a picnic table, basically. It's nothing fancy. It doesn't have a name. There's no, like, sign or anything. It's just a little, like, This town is teeny, so there's not much there.
Yeah, somebody had one time said, go on Google Maps and actually label it a park, like yourself, and that did not work. I tried that somewhere around here with like a little piece of grass, like what you're talking about, and they still denied it. So, but yeah, all right, so that sucks. I've heard they've been more, I don't know, it sounds like they're more stringent or just kind of inaccurate with their rejections of user vault spots. So
I think they've definitely gotten more stringent, because I remember getting my first ones approved. It was so easy. And then got my husband playing later, and he was struggling with places I thought for sure would work. So
yeah, they're tightening it up. Or it's somebody somewhere just has a different idea of where they're supposed to be. I don't know. Yeah. All right.
I'm hoping
good.
Hacking will help with that a little bit in the future.
So what's the name of this town again? I think I missed it.
Nelson.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's
Nelson, Nebraska.
The main street if you go on Google Street View, but that's all you can see of it. They didn't do the rest of the town. Just
they didn't. Oh man,
that's funny.
Drive straight in, straight out of that town.
Yeah, it's passed through for sure. Nobody stops here. There's no reason.
Fair enough.
Gas, maybe.
Yep, that's about it.
Well, we're glad to have you on. And of course, we have you on for a good reason.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Is that-
believe you.
Is that my cue, Beats?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. So, the reason I pulled you in or asked you to come on the show is because you put out a YouTube video. I think I mentioned it on our last live Zach and Beats podcast for the wiki giveaway that we did. I thought it was funny, and so much so that I hyped it myself a few times on the chat, I think, and. It was, I don't know, it's my kind of humor. I thought it was funny, and I could tell that the video editing that you put, just because of the transitions and the effects and stuff, I don't know what you used, but the applications I've used, especially if you're learning how to do it, it's very time consuming. So I could tell you put a lot of amount of work into it, and it just, so even looking past the amount of work it takes, but I just found it funny, like that you stuck Bill in there and stuff like that. It's just creative, so that's good stuff.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So far the reception's been very positive. So
yeah,
there's a built-in audience.
Yeah. Did Bill say anything?
No, I don't think he appreciated it.
You never know.
It off him though for that interview because that was an old clip I pulled that from.
Yeah, that was good.
You did have to like research that and find that because I was wondering like where'd you get that from, and I don't even know where you got that from.
I wanted to use the actual Hunter's Lodge video, but it was too like tiny and compressed to really make it work. So I just Googled him on YouTube and was like, okay, find a video of him.
Oh man, that's great. It was funny. So
yeah, I wanted to echo to the quality of it, where it's obviously just you doing it in front of your own computer, and it's like it was so good though that it felt low budget professional. Where I kind of said like Adult Swim, where like that vibe of like, hey, we have all these resources, but we're just gonna do it this way, and that really is what threw it over the edge for me of just like, super dry. There's no laugh track. There's no nothing like that. And it really, like Zach said, it was my kind of humor.
Yeah. It wasn't like studio professional, studio quality, but like I couldn't do that anyway. And
I
was never good at that quality. So I'm like, I'm just going to lean into, if it's bad, it's funnier. So
yes.
I thought it was great, so that's what I want to reiterate. So, anyways, what inspired you to do it? I know we've got Leaf the Impaler doing some news sometimes, and maybe a couple other people, but I just kind of wanted to know what inspired you to do it in the first place. Like, we're just like, I'm going to do a news video, and so what was it?
Well, I got to shout out Rainstorm because he was the one who kind of planted the seed. It was just one of his streams, and this was forever ago, months ago. It's been kicking around in my mind forever. And he just kind of threw out like a idea of, someone should do a, kind of goofy news report about everything that goes on in the Discord and the poop-nados and everything that happens. So, he was really the inspiration, but I admit that I didn't act on it very quickly, so.
No, that's cool. Shout out Rainstorm for the idea.
Nice, there you go.
That's cool. So I guess we're going to transition to talking about some of the news about the QB Air event.
Wait, I wanted to ask Horace really quick before I forget, because I wanted to ask you too. What do you use to make what you make? Is there some sort of, do you just use like basic programs, or do you have anything special that you work on?
I'm actually trying to kind of find something I like right now. The last two ones I've made have been different programs. So I'm just kind of going through them right now, going like, okay, what's good in this one? What's good in that one? Obviously, I'm not working on a big budget, so it's like free programs. Right. I know one it stuck a big old watermark in the corner and was like, okay, pay us $50 and we'll take that out, I'm like, okay, just gonna blur that out and call it good.
So this one's not free, and I don't have any experience with very many, but when I say it's not free, I'm going to go out there and say there's ways to get a license key pretty easily. But I'm just saying that. But I think it's VideoPad Editor. I don't know if you've heard of that, but so you might look into that. I don't know what you've used the past 2 weeks though, and I also don't know, like I said, how user friendly it is. But I do know that when I've Googled how to do this in this application, it's been successful in coming up with, like, people will show you how to do stuff, but I wouldn't consider it super user friendly or anything. But yes, I need to go check your YouTube out again. I subscribed after I saw the last hilarious video, but I didn't realize you had multiple already. So that was just an oversight on my part.
It was just last night, or I don't know when people will be watching this. Sunday. I'm aiming for every Sunday around reset to put one.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot of work.
Ambitious.
Yeah, ambitious. Like, that's what I say. Especially if you're switching applications and stuff. That's, I got to relearn how to do stuff every time.
Right.
Well, I mean, it couldn't get worse. So, like, I'm not too worried about it at this point. Like, if I find one I like and it makes it more efficient, it's worth it. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, hopefully, we in a few months you get enough subscribers and people are looking at your content enough that you can start to monetize the YouTube channel. But
I don't know about all that, but
well, let's just wait. I mean, if Coin Hunt World ever blows up, then that stuff will be pretty funny, I bet. So, and attract a lot of people. But no, I wouldn't hold my breath, but it's possible. So.
I mean, I was never in it for the money, so I'm not.
No, I was thinking about something to fund, like, so you can use a decent application for somebody who's going to dedicate that much time and effort to a video and make something funny and unique. And yeah, so I mean, you know what I mean? So it wasn't about that, but yeah, I hear you.
Or if you wanted to move from Nebraska.
Oh my God, Beats.
Are you looking?
He makes fun of me because I live in Kansas City. He thinks I'm from a farm town, and he's like, "Oh, you talk like this? Come on my channel."
The Amish are like minutes from me. So.
Guy in Portland, right? There's just tractors driving down the streets all day. That's how it is.
That's what I picture. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Now, Kansas City actually isn't that far away from me, so like I did think about it last Christmas, going down there, hitting up some of your epic trees, but it's like 5 hours one way.
If you could only loot them one time during the event, like they only refreshed once or twice during the event, but the resource chances were a whole lot higher, I bet they would see a lot of people migrate more and go for it like that. If like there was, instead of whatever it was, 5% chance, like if it were like a 30% chance to drop the blueprint, but the trees only refreshed like 2 or 3 times or even more, but but then I would say, like, I bet people would make those moves like that, or at least a bigger chance of it. I don't know, but yeah, I totally would probably not do that drive either. So in whatever. So.
Well, it's funny because there was not a single epic tree in Nebraska. We talked it out amongst ourselves, the few top players here, and none of us had a red key at the time to spend on it. So there wasn't a single one anywhere in the state.
Man,
so sad. It was a sad
rough. Nebraska needs to step it up, man.
Do you want to say, are you good on a red key now?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I am prepared for the event season coming up.
Nice.
She's been through this keyflation.
You probably have more keys than I do right now.
Part of the problem. I was averaging like 12 keys a day before walking for keys, and now I have sitting on like 5 red equivalent.
Well, I'm surprised you could average 5 blue keys in a town of 500 population, but good for you.
I mean, there were 2 key booths in town, and then if I drove to the town over, there were like 4 more. So. Oh
my goodness! So I just forgot that. Yeah, most of that 12 was probably from the old small mystery boxes. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that's rough. Especially when Beats used to get like 120 blue keys a day from like key booths.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
It was very depressing for me to see people in the Discord saying like, "Oh, I can only get 30 keys by driving an hour," and everyone being, "Oh man, that's terrible." And I'm like, I could get like 7 keys driving for an hour.
Well, so the change was made for you. Like, there you go.
I greatly appreciate it. It's changed the game completely for me. So
Nice. There you go. We're all on even playing fields, sort of.
kind of.
Sort of.
Well, yeah. So if the game blows up from here, then you'll have some epic blueprints or some things from this event, and the next event's coming up. So, yeah, that's the name of the game, right?
Right.
All right. So speaking of which, I did it again. I segued right to the event.
It's like you're
coming up.
something.
I was waiting for you to, Beats.
It's like I'm a pro. And now I lost where it is on the screen because I was Googling Kansas City and how far away Nebraska is. Okay, here we go. So we're back to this week. We've seen some QB Air leaks about the resources that are going to be needed coming from some of our fellow content creators. So Zach, did you see Leaf's video that included how your QB was going to be printed?
I saw a picture of it with the whatever resource and ingredients. So, but I don't think I actually watched the video. But I saw somebody made a picture. I don't know if it was so I knew what they were, and you also had put them here on our notes. So.
Yeah, and you're missing out if you didn't see the video. It's also funny. I like Leaf's life thing.
I'll go watch it. I keep saying his name wrong. Keep saying Leaf.
I know, I do too.
He's great. He's probably my main competitor, so I shouldn't say this, but
he's great. Wait a minute.
No. I love all the content creators, honestly. Like everyone's got their own little spin on stuff. So
yeah, IT guy.
It's a great community.
So what are these key cards? I don't know what's going on there.
Go ahead, Harris. Do you know anything about these? All I know is key cards.
Supposedly they'll be dropping for the event. That's all how many we'll need for each print. Other than that, that's all we know.
It looks like they'll be the thing that drops in, I don't know, 5s in the beginning and then goes to 10s and 20s as the event goes on, as they sometimes do, if they continue to do that, because everything else seems to be an old resource.
Yeah.
So Zach, I call it Zach's, but it's called the Marshaller, I guess. So 100 key cards, 2 cinnamon sticks, and 100 resin. So everybody's got their cinnamon sticks, right? Everybody kept them?
I didn't. I never got any. No epic trees.
Oh, no epic trees, right?
I'm currently bidding on some right now.
Oh.
So I'm buying cinnamon sticks. I'm the unicorn buying cinnamon sticks right now.
I think I have 16 Beats.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Harris.
It's all good. I mean, they're still going to be cheap because everybody saw that news and threw their cinnamon sticks down. So
that's what I figured.
Minimum bid, probably.
Yeah. Probably not too expensive yet.
Until
they cause them to go up in value, though, right?
Well, they cost 2, and we don't know yet about the Wombat and the Ace. So who knows? Get your resources now. Whatever random stuff you can grab for cheap.
Right. I wonder if people are going to troll me by wearing the Zach. Like if they're if IT guys, like if I'm competing with IT guys, you're going to put the Zach QB on.
I would say he can only do it if he was beating you.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Which I guess that that throws his chances out. I guess.
There you go. I set that one up for you. So Logic Troll gave us the flight attendant recipe. So 500 key cards, 200 fine silk, and 2,000 resin. How about silk, Harris? Do you have silk?
I'm good on silk. I got plenty of that. So
nice.
Good.
I might buy more anyway, just in case, because I have no idea what the odds are going to be for printing each of these flight attendants. Is one going to be rare, or are they all just going to be even odds? We don't know. So
who knows?
Right.
Zach, do you still have silk, or do you sell it all?
I have some, not a whole lot. I was expecting, that was that the New Year's event, the silk. I'm trying to remember which event it was
Chinese
from.
New Year's event, yes.
Chinese New Year event, yeah.
For the Keep Out.
So, yeah, I did sell a bunch of it. I think I have enough for 1 or 2 KPOW prints, but that was what I kept it for. But obviously, I will probably be using it to print the flight attendant. So.
And it sounds like silk will be dropped, and cinnamon sticks will be dropping throughout the event. So it's your chance to get a couple more.
And pilot hats are also a new resource, right?
Yes, there's more hats. So we had cowboy hats, we had witches hats. Now we have 5 pilot hats. So this sounds like it's going to be like the witches hat or the turtle shells of the other epics. So 2,000 so for the pilot, 2,000 key cards, 500 silk, and 5 pilot hats, and 5,000 resin. So yeah, that sounds like that'll be an epic recipe to try to get. And that was from the Ladies of the Hunt. If you watch them, you got that fresh off the presses there. So yeah, silk is the kind of the main thing here that's coming back.
Nice. But that makes me wonder again. I mean, I know we've brought it up several times, but what the next legendary resources will be, if they'll be different, because this is kind of attached to the legendary, because they're releasing the legendary through this event. So it makes me wonder if cinnamon sticks, for example, if you'll need 100 cinnamon sticks.
Right.
Because previously I thought, okay, turtle shells, and now I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's, maybe 100 cinnamon sticks are part of the ingredients then, since they're already used within the event itself. So, I don't know, interesting stuff. So,
yeah.
That dropped. Did that news come out today, or that was a couple days ago, right?
It's peppered over the past couple of days. So I think all this information was given out by Illusion Weaver, and then as these people were able to do their, put together their presentation, and then they were able to put it out. So the past 2 or 3 days, I think Logic Trolls came out first, and the rest came right after.
Yeah.
We don't have the Wombat yet, so I'm waiting to see who maybe got the Wombat. I was wondering if maybe Terrace, you'd get the Beans report with the Wombat.
No news on the Wombat. I think it almost has to be paint, because there won't be materials dropping for the second part of the event. So, I mean, it would be bad for everyone who got the blueprint and didn't have the materials to print it if it was something from Christmas or Chinese New Year.
Well, aren't bat wings in the game already? Wombat, bat wings, would that be?
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's it. Hey, there are stranger theories out there, so.
True. Or they could just simply drop other resources that they're not telling us about yet, and somebody will be like, why did I get this ball of fur? Or, I don't know, whatever.
True.
Cube poops.
Yes.
I know that's been speculated a lot, but cube poops will be one of the ingredients for the Wombat, so we'll see.
I can't wait to see how that is reused.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
And of course, we don't know the resources for the Ace yet. That'll probably be possibly never revealed unless we get a very nice person who wins it. So we'll see.
I want to say right now, if I do get it, I will tell everyone what it is. Probably won't be printing it. So.
Wow. All right. You heard it here first. Zach, can you follow up with that promise?
I will print it. No, I can't follow up with that.
Yeah, me neither. The key sacrifice would just be too much, I think. Let people figure it out on their own. But yeah, good stuff. So a Medium article. Oh wait, so this is the first event that is going to feature, I guess, what we're going to call 333, where every time you open a box and you get it right, or I should say answer a vault correctly, you only get the resource box or the crypto box or a chance of, or the choice of either one. So it stands to reason that during an event you would always pick the resource box, no?
I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me, because regardless of whether you really want the resources, they're still going to resell for more keys later. So,
Right. Do we have, I'm not in the Discord, like,
We know.
Sorry. So do we have confirmation or not, whether or not after the event, if things will continue this way, or is this strictly for sure just during the event that we'll get the option?
it seems likely that it will continue after the event.
So you mean when we go back to paint, it'll continue? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of open questions about that. Like, I'm curious what happens for happy hour under that system. You get the category and then, oops, you got crypto, no paint for you. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Or that, I mean, if it's not that way and it's going to throw a resource box down, how much more valuable is happy hour now? You know, pretty. I guess that's speculative, but interesting for sure.
I think it, like Harris said, it drives a lot more of that collection process through gathering the resources in the game and selling them through the auction house. So you are filtering, and like if you want the crypto out of it. Let's say you want all the crypto you can possibly get out of the event. You might still pick all the resources and then sell all those resources later on, and use those keys then. But everything now has gone through the auction house and not just handing you crypto.
Right. Interesting.
For sure, that's my guess.
Lots of guesses.
Well, we're always guessing right up until we're actually, in the event.
Mm-hmm.
Medium article dropped today. Illusion Weaver wrote about that the event, I guess, icon on the screen will be a little captain's hat. Thought that was pretty cool.
That. Yep.
Yeah, it's nice. I saw also, if you noticed in there, that the quest will now include getting mystery boxes. Did you see that, Harris?
Yep, I did see that. I think it's a good move, honestly. I mean, I don't know. It's no fun for everyone else if someone's completing the event on day one. Kind of makes it sad for us walking people.
or the people with less than 20 volts in their town too.
Yep, that too.
I bet that was a tough decision for Illusion Weaver, because I think he likes that some people just don't sleep and drink 6 Red Bulls and go all night and pull it off in 24 hours. Like, that is probably like an epic thing to him, and to a lot of people. But there was probably a lot of pushback of like, dude, the same like 5 people are going to win over and over again because they decide to do that. So I that's what I assume is what's happening there, and that's why they want to spread it out.
Well, and no disrespect to the people doing that, because that is an amazing feat of, endurance to power through 27 hours of nothing but coin hunt to get it done. Like, I mean, everyone kind of talks shit on Lion Locks, but dude's a beast.
Yeah.
And his cousins.
And his cousins. It takes a lot of effort, and no, it's pretty gruesome to go at anything for 20 some hours straight. So for sure.
I feel like you do that like every time we talk, Zach. You're like, I did like 70 green bolts the other day. I just didn't go to work. And how do you do this?
Well, no, I don't. I did do a lot of green bolts the other week or whatever, but I played less coin hunt in the last 3 days than the last 3 days of basically. Actually, you know what, Beats? I missed my second goal 8, and
no!
And I'm kind of
I see guys catch you.
Yeah, he probably will pass me right now because I haven't opened any bolts. I think I've opened two greens and 0 blues in the last 3 days, and I missed goal 8 once. And I'm kind of gonna blame my wife because she promised me time, and then she inadvertently took it back like right when I had 2 hours left, and I still tried to make it, and then the next piece is poor planning on my part. There was like 10 minutes left, and I'd been running to try to finish. And I think my phone was under 10%, and it shut off at 80% of goal, the last goal. So So I was still walking and the phone shut off. So it's a hard pill to swallow, but I do have, and it was funny because we were leaving for that 3-day vacation thing, and I opened up my car door to grab something right before we were leaving in my wife's van, and I saw my whatever it is, the charging brick, the mobile charging brick, yeah, and I was just like, oh, I don't need that. The mobile battery. And I was like, oh, I don't need that. I'll be fine. I got a new iPhone 13 Pro. I don't need it. And this was what happens. So learn the hard way. So it's I try, like you, Beats. I try to pride myself in not missing like any of the goals, like, because it's not only is it good, but it's like one of those health things. Like, it's good. It's healthy for you to do it too. So
Sure.
Oh, it's rough. Yeah, I'm okay though.
That does suck. I didn't think you were gonna say that you missed a walking quest, but you did.
My daughter. Hey, I don't know where she's at, but I'm on the phone. Okay. Can you take the doggy?
Oh, I want to see the dog. Let's see the dog. Wait, no.
Nope, he won't let me pick him up.
Ah, come on.
Fine, I'm gonna go chase him.
What? No, I didn't mean that. Oh, well, he's doing it. All right, so we're gonna get a dog appearance.
That's great.
Second special guest.
I mean, I'm surprised I haven't had any of my animals wandering.
Oh, okay.
So.
I imagine you have goats and stuff like that. No? Okay. Oh. Hey! Oh, they're all in here now. Uh-oh. I hear them panting.
Sorry about all that.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, lots of panting. They're all excited now.
Like, Daddy came out.
Yeah, he wants to play.
He's out of his hole.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So there's been a bit of like, I don't know, I've been torn. Obviously, this is a big event. Everybody does like all right, well, before an event, I'm going to save up keys. With this 333 thing, I've kind of been like, I'm just going to hit vaults like crazy right now because I have like 1,500 blue keys. Zach, I was just saying, I'm just hitting vaults like crazy because the 333 thing is coming, and I don't want to get split between my crypto and my resources. So I'm trying to hit everything I can to get all the resources, paint, resin, and crypto all at the same time. Sats are over 500. I can't pass that up. That's where I'm at. Are you're stacking keys, or you don't care?
Yeah, I am stacking keys, but it was kind of just because I was in an area of Iowa that's probably a little similar to Harris's area, except there are 0 players. So there's like, what's the point of throwing down a blue for 2 cents crypto? Most of the time is kind of how I felt about it. If there were user vaults there, I would have been hitting them. But so I guess I am stacking keys, but I also remember how hard the quest line is with next or very little keys, because I thought last time I was like, oh, I'll be able to finish with 800 keys. And that wasn't the case. So now I'm thinking, okay, I need at least 1,000. I feel like I'm trying to get the minimum to finish as fast as possible. But I also am probably not going to go hard at it. You know what I mean? Like try to complete it first or anything like that. So take it relatively easy. Casual people would probably still call it hardcore, but hardcore people would call it casual. So.
Well, and it sounds like they'll slow you down anyway with the mystery box thing. So it looked like you hit like 20 vaults and then did something, put a key in, and then 100 vaults and you put a key in. So I know, Zach, that's probably an afternoon for you or something, and that's the same thing for me. Yeah. So Harris, I imagine you're just key positive all the time because you don't have vaults to put in everywhere.
Yeah. Always key positive.
Oh man, you're gonna be a beast in the auction house.
I hate the auction house, man. I hate it. I don't go there unless I have to.
You don't have like aspirations to own old blueprints or all the QBs or anything like that?
I mean, if the QBs sold for more than the materials, I would absolutely, be a blueprint baron or whatever they're calling it. But they just don't. I'm waiting for functionality, and then maybe things will turn around on that, and then I'll start cranking them out. But for now, I don't see the point.
So right there, you kind of said it. So you're waiting for functionality, and that's where I'm like, if functionality comes, don't you wish you had already bought all these blueprints or all these QBs?
Sitting on some okay blueprints. It's not
Okay, there you go.
doing nothing, but
There you go. Okay.
I'm not just polishing my gigantic key stack all day. I do spend stuff.
Just foraging all day long. Foraging.
I'm not super convinced that adding functionality to QBs will make or increase the a parity or difference between the price of selling the resources and the price. I think it will increase the price of the QBs themselves, but I don't know that it will actually create some magical profitability for blueprint barons or whatever you want to call them.
Because the materials will still go up with the QBs, right?
Right. Yeah. That would be my guess. I'm not saying that, but I still think there will be opportune times to sell QBs. But a lot of that I feel is like a chance, like when Illusion Reaver or Cuckoo Puffs drops some hint in the chat. And it's nice and for people who have certain QBs already listed. But I don't think that. I mean, obviously, the ideal time to list something is right before a repeating event. I feel like because a lot of times the quest lines have that QB, so that's obviously knowledge you'll have if you've been around for a while or in the Discord. So, but other than that, I don't know that there's any if that's ever going to happen. I don't know. Could be wrong.
The missing piece right now is the trade shacks.
Right.
Like if there's a slow trickle of materials going into players who have the blueprint, then all of a sudden the materials aren't worth more than the QBs anymore.
Right.
They're not fighting over them in the auction house anymore. It's just those people who want to get the first print for leaderboard or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I could see some people being less interested and saying, I'm going to just generate it on my own. Yeah, I could see that. Structures, when's that coming?
Sometime next year.
We need tagging.
Yeah.
It's coming in May.
Yep. We've had it for 4 months now.
I saw a new Hunter's Lodge was coming out.
Announced?
Now I totally forget when, but I saw. I don't know when. Now I'm just saying things randomly. Where was it? Is there an announcement? No?
I think they did also, or Cuckoo Puffs mentioned that the Coin Hunt Fest has been narrowed down to one of 2 weekends at this point. Yep. So they are working on it, supposedly. I'm sure we'll hear about that at the next Hunter's Lodge as well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. The most interesting thing for me will be like trying to run that by my wife. Are you coming or not?
Yeah, said the same thing to my wife. Like, so what are we gonna do when they say these dates? We don't know yet.
Yeah. Interesting.
Harris, you're not too far from Las Vegas, are you?
Las Vegas.
Probably like a 20-hour drive.
Yeah.
That's super close. No, I am gonna drive if I go though, so I'll road trip through all the yellow vaults between here and there.
Exactly.
There needs to be some big bus or something. I'm pretty sure that would be miserable for a lot of people, but probably cheaper if a bunch of people did it versus.
Starts in Maine.
Yeah. Pitch in on a park bus, just.
Yeah.
World tour.
Pitch in on a school bus.
Hey, I'm down for it. If anyone else wants a party bus all the way to Vegas, let me know. Yeah.
Be interesting because, I don't know how much time that would be with all the stops and then all the way back. And then, definitely would need a schedule or something, right?
Yeah, it would definitely add days to the trip, I'm sure.
Yeah. Still doesn't sound too bad, but.
Zach, you were talking about being in Iowa, and I remember somebody in the Discord saying something like, why is Zach in Iowa? And I imagined you hitting vaults in Iowa and then being like, oh my God, Zach's on my leaderboard. What am I supposed to, why is this person here? Why are you doing this to me? But you weren't there you were getting walking quests in, I guess, so maybe that's.
Yeah, I think I only, just 3 or 2, I'm pretty sure it's it may have been 3 greens. I don't know, 2 or 3 greens while I was there, and that's it. And other than that, walking quests, and like I said, I missed 1 goal 8. So it's funny how that sticks. Are you still just the very first day is the only day you've missed? Is that still true for you, Beats?
Yeah. Yep.
This just shows that organization and consistency outbeats whatever the hell it is that I do. Just erratic nonsense. So, Beats. That was kind of a compliment, Beats, but
I always go back to since this game takes up so much of your time, it is a game of circumstances. If you have enough free time, sure, you can win at this game or excel or whatever. Or like Harris, like I always think of Harris when they talk about having all the who's going so hard in this event, and I'm like, Harris could do everything she could possibly do and never get there. She has to, like you just said, you have to drive 5 hours to get to somewhere where you can even really hunt. So I'm like, what do you do for those people? And like on the flip side, people can be hardcore and just do everything they can, and that's all they have in their area. So, I like I always said from the very beginning, I seem to be blessed with this area. It has a lot of stuff in it. But yeah, now that system vaults aren't really a thing too much, it's a little tougher, really.
Well,
we'll see.
System vaults aren't even that bad, because like if I think of when I started playing back in October, like we were getting close to 100 sats out of a blue vault then.
Right. Yes.
True.
So like it's kind of equivalent now. It's just the USD value is a little different.
Yeah, take advantage of the dip like Beats is. Yeah.
Yeah, come for the crypto. Keep playing for the crypto. And talk to everybody in the community too.
And hope the game succeeds. Is that what you're saying, Beats?
Well, see, this is where I go back to I absolutely want the game to succeed. I believe the game will succeed. And my uphold has never been unlinked. I have taken the crypto every single week. So I can play both sides and still come out on top.
Yeah, for sure. There does come a point, since the crypto is technically not ours, but where it becomes uncomfortable for me, like to have so much in the game and so that's the situation I guess I feel like I was in lately, just because like if the game goes bankrupt or becomes insolvent, then I mean like you're not guaranteed anything because that's technically their asset. So in that sense, it's a risk, to hold stuff in the game, but. And at the same time, I want to support the game, and I like the idea of staking inside the game for keys too. I think it's really cool. So, I think when it comes along and that feature is available, it'll be a little easier for me, to do that. But I would also like to see more functionality with the exports, like taking out, averaging. If you have a couple $1,000s in there, like just being able to skim $10 a week off, like to export it, like that would seem like a reasonable feature to me, and something that might also benefit them, allowing people to keep a certain amount in the game and still export some. I know we have the whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what they officially called it, but the battle pass thing coming up too. So obviously that'll help them, and people will, Adventure Pass, people will be using in-game crypto potentially to utilize that. But still, I would like to see more export features.
Where are you at with the Adventure Pass, Harris?
Oh, I'm probably going for the paid one, at least for the first one, see what it's about. But yeah. I won't be using crypto. I'm going to use my Google Play rewards and all. Walking.
Yeah. That's what I want to do too, but I can't.
But yeah, so.
Zach, are you saying that because you're on an iPhone?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I don't know. Like,
can you jump over to an Android and pay with that, and then jump back over?
You know what? I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping so much for that I have, like in all my other apps that actually give rewards and stuff, I've been buying Google Play cards, and I think I'm up to like $35 just trying to prep just for the in-case scenario, and it's just sitting there. I don't use Google Play. I'm like, I might screw it. If I have enough money, I might be able to like, I'm just going to Android, I guess, or I don't know. I guess it could happen, but I've had Android for a long time. I feel like iOS just, Apple just has me. I feel like.
All right. Harris, do you have Android?
Yeah, Android.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can't afford an iPhone.
Oh, there
They
you
are
go.
ridiculous, right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially the iPhone 13 Plus with 6 cameras on it.
Bro,
I
yeah.
can afford an iPhone like 7.
Yeah. They
iPhone-
do retain their value.
Probably not going to work with the game much longer, so.
Oh, man. Sounds like you should find out whatever this Zach and Beats contest giveaway for a new Android phone is and apply. I don't know. That's what I would do if I were you.
Don't want to take away from someone like Yotingo who would play a lot if he had a phone that worked.
For all you know, Yotingo might not even be in the running, though. It's going to come down to.
If he hasn't.
What
put in
I'm
his,
worried about is like,
survey.
what if this goes to somebody who's like a little Smurf who's trying to get a free phone? Like that's what I'm worried about. So like, if we actually know the people, like know you, I'd be happy if it went to you, even if it could have gone to somebody else more needy, if you will. You know what I mean? So that's why I would encourage you to apply personally. I mean, see what I'm saying.
And I think there's some behind the scenes work to kind of sniff out that kind of thing and make sure that it does go to someone deserving. So without, directing it directly into, funneling it into someone's pocket. So, we're threading that needle. We're trying to. It's a one of a kind contest. We've never done this before. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We'll make at least one person happy and probably a bunch of people mad, I guess. So, I don't know.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right, cool. So let's jump into the last little bit of what we have here. We always like to do our Green Vault trivia that I will say proudly, I will still continue to do the Green Vault trivia because that's what I think a lot of people struggle with. So if you have the luxury and you're so privileged as to have Yellow Vault trivia under your belt, then maybe you want to listen to IT Guy. That's fine too. But, we got the Green Vault trivia for you.
Oh, yeah.
Here, so.
And I'm just going to, be a little, I don't know what the word is here, but I've heard you do several yellow trivia questions on our podcast. So I don't know what all this talk is from KSG about you or IT Guy about you never doing yellow, because I know for a fact that you've done 2 or 3 yellow trivia questions in our time before KSG or IT Guy. So, and I will have to say I was kind of laughing when KSG was making fun of your intro on the podcast. For the record, I like your intro beats. But I was still laughing that he was making fun of you. I was like, I caused this like this stuff, and then they start poking beats. Like
I'm an innocent bystander.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just innocent bystanders getting thrown under the bus because it's beef.
Yeah, Beats is like, this isn't worth it. I'm about to quit.
And I've always been like, I know I don't have like a radio voice, and they just go right to like, oh, he's got such a high voice or whatever. So
I feel like you have a radio personality. That's
got
the
me.
important thing.
Yeah, that's what I go for, right? I don't have the voice, but I'll go for the, hey guys, what's up? It's 7:39 and it's 73 degrees outside.
That was actually great. I love it.
Yeah, see, I'm in my 40s and I'm like, dude, I should have just been a radio DJ.
Yeah, the stuff it just feels like it's too late to do, right?
Yeah. Although, you never know.
Right. All right. So
DJing probably doesn't pay a lot these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do what you love, then you never work a day in your life kind of thing. So I don't know. I guess it depends. If you like your job, then you're like, I'll be.
Could be your encore career, like once you retire. Do it for fun.
There you go.
And it's also a little lucrative. I don't know. All right, I did a yellow trivia question, and this one's kind of a joke-ish, I guess, because I was going for a perfect, and I was going so fast, trying to not get a great. This was actually in Omaha. This was in Nebraska, so that like I missed some obvious ones. Like one I think was a wordplay, and I asked the meaning of ego, and I don't know. I was just like panicking, and I just clicked one, and then I saw I as I'm holding down the button. I'm like, no, and I get it wrong, and so I have like just swiping through yellow keys trying to get it perfect. I hate that. That's why I always like pause, and I'm okay if I get a great, and then but obviously that's not going to work well for the QB Air event. But anyways, my question was, what is this animal? And it was, I don't know exactly how to say it, but it was a camel, It was and I know I've seen other people talk about this in the chat like a long time ago. So I think it's dromedary or dromedary.
Dromedary.
Yeah,
Dromedary. Okay, dromedary camel. I don't know. I didn't know there was a specific type of camel. What's that?
The camel with 2 humps, not the camel with 1 hump.
Oh, is that
That's
what
what
it
I was
is?
I think that's the difference. Yeah.
It's the 1 hump or 2.
I've looked this up before I came on the podcast, right?
I know it's dromedary, and I think Bactrian is the other one, and I don't know which one is which of.
Oh
A or
yeah,
B
I
or
don't
1 or 2.
like alligator and crocodile. I know like the snout's longer on one of them or something, but I don't
Yes.
ever remember which is which.
Yes, the crocodile has the long thinner snout with the teeth showing. That's the crocodile.
Yeah, I just figured like one's in salt water, one's not. I don't know. But I guess yeah. I have no idea. I just
True.
no. I literally have no idea. So don't base that on any factual.
You just know your camels.
This is a great trivia segment where we're spreading lots of misinformation.
Yes. Let's uneducate people.
That's why we try to keep it cut and dry. Of like, this is the question, this is the answer, without
All
too
right.
much.
There's
Other than
yellow picture trivia in science, and it's the only camel option.
Oh, that does make it easy. Wow, that's a pretty easy yellow.
Yeah, it is. I was surprised that I feel like sometimes when we bring up trivia in our podcast, like the questions sometimes change. I've seen that at least a couple times.
Ooh.
And I don't know if that's if we have a special listener, that is involved in modifying the trivia or not, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't be absolutely surprised if this camel picture became a green.
Or if they added the other camel.
Yeah, or added some, other camel options. So
Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
I had a so cool toy when I was a kid.
Toy?
Now. Yeah, a toy, like an action figure.
Oh my God, I think that was only released in Nebraska.
Only.
Wow. All right, that sounds cool though. All right, I had a lowly green vault trivia. I had to click TV because I didn't want to click what was it? I don't know, the other ones. So TV. Who did Jesse Williams play on the show Grey's Anatomy? Harris, I don't know if you happen to be a Grey's Anatomy fan. I'm gonna guess Zach is not.
I've seen it several times, but I don't remember this actor.
Harris, do you know?
No idea.
Okay. Jesse Williams plays Jackson Avery, who's like just one of the hunky doctors. So I don't know how to get you to remember that. Jesse and Jackson. Maybe that helps.
No, I'm never going to get that. If I get that question, I will absolutely get it wrong.
Harris, do you even have green vaults around you?
There's 2 in the town over, so I hit them occasionally.
Do you go grocery shop over there or anything?
Yeah, rarely.
Just say.
There's a grocery store in my town, so yeah, I do go over there to grocery shop.
At least there's a reason to go other than Quinnet World, so you can save a trip.
I don't specifically drive to them. I just hit them when I'm in town.
Right. Now, Harris, did you bring a trivia question, or are we passing that?
Yeah, I have one. I thought it was kind of hard. But then when I Googled it afterwards, I was like, oh, that's actually easy.
Is it green?
Yeah, it's a green. And it was
category?
What compound is HCI?
I'm going to guess, but I don't know. Hydrogen chloroxide? Hydrogen something.
I want to guess it's hydrochloric acid. It's actually HCl.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, you're probably right then. But
let's look it up.
Wait. And I think they abbreviated it wrong then.
HC and little L, so it looks like an I.
Oh, that could be. Either way, yeah.
Hydrogen chloride,
acid.
HCl.
It was hydrochloric acid, and the answer is acid. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And then I looked oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And the answer is just the word acid?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, so what? I'm sorry, one more time for stupid here. What was the question?
What kind of compound is HCl, I guess? Little L.
Okay.
Like an I.
All right.
It really loses its context,
Okay.
especially like with that font. How they
Yeah.
both look exactly the same.
Let's see. I'm reading here. Hydrogen chloride, a compound of the elements hydrogen and chlorine, a gas at room temperature and pressure. A solution of the gas in water is called hydrochloric acid. I guess so. There's your hydrochloric acid.
I believe that's what's in our stomachs that helps us digest. Someone get back to us. Some doctor or nurse gets me on that.
There you go.
All right, there's our ninth grade science lesson for today. Cool.
I'm surprised I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen. Have you seen that one, Beats?
You know what? It sounded vaguely familiar. I usually don't pick on science, and the answer of acid doesn't sound familiar at all to me, which is usually what I try to remember the answer. So no, I don't know.
So Harris, you got it right then?
No, I did not. I got it wrong because I was like, what is HCI? Like I was trying to figure out what even this means, and then it dawned on me after, it's like a chemical sound, so.
The long distance company. Yeah.
A local long distance company. Hey, that's what HCI is. Okay, yeah. All right,
cool. We did green vault trivia, and you threw in a yellow vault. There we go. We're really upgrading here. Maybe we'll get to do a red vault at some point with QB Air. Who knows?
There you go. Well, yeah, I think we will, Beats.
From them, at least, with this event. Because I think the trivia database for Reds is pretty sparse on the wiki.
Absolutely. And there's been talk of maybe them even adding other trivia that isn't already existing. So that could be crazy.
I wonder if they would throw in some like, I don't know, purple trivia under red for the event or something crazy like that. I would actually probably enjoy that more than some random red questions. But right. I think most of the people would, since we're all, fans. Even if I got it wrong, I'd be like, and look it up. And I'd definitely be interested to know like the right answer if I got it wrong and it was about Coin Hunt World, But, August winners Beats.
Oh, wait, let's go to Buddy Quest really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Harris, did you have a Buddy Quest this week?
I did. I had a buddy quest with Hollix, Medrich's wife, and nice. She was excellent. Got it done first day, and easy peasy. So add her for sure if you don't have her.
Good stuff.
For some reason, I was thinking it was like Hot Links, but that doesn't surprise me since I also thought his name was Med V Rich.
Hollix Tink, actually. So
Hollix Tink, that's right.
There we go. That's right. Yeah.
So I'm even giving her name out wrong. I'm doing her dirty.
Is it Dragon Hunter? And so
Dragon Hunter's their daughter.
Right. That one's a little easier for me to remember. But yeah, Medvrich and
Zach, did you have a Buddy Quest?
Anymore.
Sorry, what was that, Harris?
I said poor Dragon Hunter can't play anymore. She got locked out after the age verification.
Oh, that's right, the birthday thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bastards. I mean,
well, it sounds like everything is locked until like basically their 18th birthday, and then or 16th birthday or something, and then they're magically able to play again.
I'm a little surprised because I don't know what the criteria is, but it seems like a lot of similar applications have like with parent consent, you can do it at age 13 or whatever this is. You can, with the consent of your parent, you can sign up for whatever you're signing up for. I'm surprised something like that doesn't exist here. But
I guess because they're basically paying you. That's my only guess, that there's actual value involved and not just, I don't know, privacy issues in play.
Maybe.
Probably child labor laws too, besides just the privacy issues.
Yeah, it's interesting that we would consider this labor, but yeah. Okay.
Well, but as far as the government's concerned, you're getting paid for it, so.
Yeah.
Well, you're only getting paid though if you're exporting it, and you can't export until you're 16. So, that still surprises me why. But anyway, it's not really my thing to worry about. So, anyway, Beats, but your Buddy Quest.
I had 2 buddy quests. And again, these were fairly stretched apart. I had one right after we had our last podcast, and then one right before we just started this one. So Jaya was my first buddy quest. This is the perfect kind of buddy quest where you're just minding your own business, and you get a DM that says, "Hey, ready when you are." So that was Jaya, and we basically did it a couple hours after she said that. And then my second one was with Zantrenger. This was Xantrenger. Zantrenger worried me for a moment because I checked up on them, searched them in the Discord, and they hadn't spoken for several days. And before that was weeks before then. So I was like, oh no, this person isn't very much of a Discorder. But I reached out to them, and this person did write back and say, hey, yeah, I can do it this time. And like clockwork, we did it. So good job. So Jaya and Zantrenger, friend them both.
Who is Jaya, and is Zantrenger like some enemy or villain on the Power Rangers or something?
Who is Jaya? Jaya is Minel's.
What did you say, Minel? Sorry, we had to name drop him somehow. So.
Gotcha. I knew you were doing it. I knew you were angling for something there, and I was like, I'll just walk into it, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Yep. So my buddy quest was with Firecloud, and I feel like I need to apologize to him because I feel like I'm usually like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll stop whatever I'm doing and go do it. But our buddy quest, we got it, and we started talking on the night before my wife's birthday, and then we planned to do it on my wife's birthday, and I was just like, oh, I can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna see you. So we got it done eventually, but it was just like, there's a lot of back and forth, like, oh, can you make this work? I'm like, nah, not really. And then it was like, how about this? And, so at one point we had planned it and then been like, you know what, it's not going to work. So let's reschedule it for tomorrow. But we did get it done. And I always feel bad, but this is it's becoming more common. It's like a good thing though. But he's a Kansas City player. I didn't realize that until he messaged me inside the Kansas City Discord and was like, hey, Zach, when buddy quest? I'm like, what?
The message is coming from inside the house.
I hate how I can't keep the KC players straight sometimes. So, but he's not super active, so I don't.
That's okay. IT guy was talking about the people that went on the sushi quest and forgot Hayes, who is his next door neighbor apparently. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, IT guy, Mr. Number One.
Oh no. Speaking of number one, we have the August winners, since this is our first podcast since the end of August. So really quick, the August winners, number 5 was Toasties, who came out of nowhere. And,
dude, he climbed the leaderboard from I started taunting IT guy around, 25, 30. We were pretty far down there, maybe even 40. Started taunting. I don't know. Actually, when IT guy mentioned me in his podcast, I was like 88th or something. He's like, Zach is sucking. And it was like the 12th of the month or something like that. I was like, that's it. And he ended up finishing 8th. I finished 8th. And it was like all vaults until 30 minutes until reset on the 31st. It was all vaults, or on the 30th when it switched over to the 31st. Wow. All vaults got me to 11th. But I was like 10th or 9th or 10th. But then at the last hour, people started hopping me, making moves. But then I went and printed my snowman for the first time, and so I hopped back up to 8th or whatever. So, anyways,
you printed the snowman.
Good job. So but my point was mentioning all that story is that when we were me and you, Beats, because I was like, I mentioned to you oh, hey Beats, how's it going? And I sent you a screenshot of me and you were 15th or 16th. Yeah, and then so we were going at it, and I know that how you hunt, and I know how I hunt, but I just kept seeing Toasties just slowly come up over us. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And then he didn't stop on the last day. He kept going. It's almost like he had a couple epic prints. I don't know, but I do know he's an LA player, I think. But they obviously have a lot of yellows over there. But still, that would have been that was a major move. So much so that I saw him move past me and stuff in such a rush that I congratulated him afterward, because I know how hard that is to make that type of move. So, but anyways, sorry to take over that 5th spot. I just wanted to jump in.
It's always epic when somebody jumps at the last minute, right? So
yeah,
good job, Toasties. Made
I think number 5. Toasties just started streaming a little bit too, so give him a follow.
Oh.
Cool.
I didn't know that. Okay. I usually do try to subscribe and follow to everybody. So
Yeah, I didn't either.
All right, cool. All right, number 4 was Jay Hollow, who was the first Filipino player to make it onto the top 5 global. So congratulations to that player. Number 3, Ben. Now I just want to say Ben 5-0 because the 5 zeros afterwards. So Ben 5-0 is a UK player. That's a number 3 global for UK. And then number 2, K-Hag, who of course I was sure was going to win and just fell short because Falcor was number 1, the UK first UK global number 1 player. Just somehow just had more epics to print or something that he was able to do. So good job, Falcor.
Yeah, congratulations, Falcor. That's pretty cool. I was a little surprised too, based on the fact that I knew K-Hag was going hard and hit so many yellows and had a lot going for him, and did the 800,000 resin dump. And I didn't think UK had more yellow yellow dumping grounds. What am I going to call them? I can't remember the yellow dumping grounds. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I prefer yellow dumping grounds. It's kind of like a diarrhea mix. But
you have a way with words.
Yeah. That's the bad thing. That's what I bring you on here for, Pete.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, we are almost coming up against reset, which is my time to turn to a pumpkin. So let's do the current global top 10, which I always love. This is my favorite one for September 5th. Do you guys want to help out with this? Do you just want me to barrel through these? What do you want to do?
You two can do it, and I'll sit on the sidelines.
I can't do it. I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, wait. All right.
My phone is...
We'll blast through it. Don't worry. All right. Number 10 currently as of September 5th. Warm. Good job, Warm. Who is a reindeer right now. Let's see another podcast, Warm. Number 9, Bit Girl. Never seen that name before. Welcome, Bit Girl. Number 8, name. Taco with a K.
Yum.
Welcome, Taco. Yum, indeed. Number 7, Zaxxon. That is a lot of points on Scrabble. Zaxxon. Number 6, No Oreo. Your name makes me sad. No Oreo. I love Oreos. Number 5, Noypi. Noypi. I'm going to guess this is a Filipino or Malaysian player, but I have no idea why. I'm just guessing that's some. I don't know. That's my guess. Let me know. Noypi. All right, and then we get to the turtles. For some reason, everyone decided to be a turtle at the top here. So number 4, Nelak. Number 3, Rudy Tooty. There you go, Zach. He's there.
Yeah, coming out of nowhere. I haven't been watching, so I didn't know he was pushing.
Support your fellow player. Hit his vaults.
Yeah,
Number 2, Jaya. There she is. Maybe she's angling for that number 1 spot this month, finally. And number 1 at this time, the number 1 turtle at this time is Shano. Shanno.
I've definitely seen that name a lot, and the only reason the only reason I I haven't seen it high on the leaderboards or anything, but the only reason I recognize the name is because one of my in real life friends plays, and he has a very similar name. Plays much more casually, but still plays nonetheless. But so I've always seen Shano and just thought of my friend immediately. So I've seen that name a lot, but I've never seen it at number 1. So maybe whoever you are, congrats, and temporarily at least.
Did your friend stealing your thunder?
Yeah. Are we so mad?
All right. Well, cool. So just remember, we mentioned it at the beginning, but let's mention it one more time. Next week, Monday, September 12th, will be a live show on our YouTube. It's the Zach and Beats 50th episode trivia game show. 2 hunters going head-to-head to win a Google Pixel A new phone. It's unlocked. It's ready to go. We'll get you listening and watching, and 2 people will actually be participating. So look out for that.
One last question about that. Beats, are you making the questions?
I have questions already formulated if you want to add some. I basically it's basically as of right now in the same kind of tiers. So it starts off with blues, then greens, then yellows, what I might call like the reds are kind of hard. I have like just as QB Air has, there's like a, what do you call it? Like a sudden death. So
sure.
If we get to the end and everybody's tied up, we could break it somehow.
Nice. Cool.
Harris, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah. Thank you, Harris.
Thank you for having me.
We will link your YouTube channel, if that's okay, in our show notes, and I'll also have it put in our tweet or our Twitter We don't twat. That was just a play on you, Beats. We don't twat, but we have somebody helping us with our Twitter account, so we will have them link your YouTube channel in there. So
Can we expect another Beans report soon, Harris?
Yep, Sunday at reset with any luck.
Ooh,
well,
love it.
well,
Can't
that's
wait.
a lot. I know it's a lot of work, so good luck. So
Thanks so much, Harris.
I'm waiting for somebody to give me something.
Go ahead, Harris. You do it.
Zach, give him the beat.